In this tutorial, we will take a look at the functionality of PS IMAGO PRO called Multiplicate cases. This procedure allows you to multiply observations based on a weighting variable and save them to a specified location as a new dataset. Each case in the new dataset will be represented as many times as its weighted frequency in the original dataset. Go to the Predictive Solutions menu, select Data, and then choose Multiplicate cases. This procedure requires specifying a quantitative weighting variable, so move the variable weight to the weight variable field. Next, specify the directory where the file with the multiplied observations will be saved. In the File Path field, I will indicate a folder on the desktop named Data. I will name the file Data Multiplicated. I will also check the option Open File after saving, which will open the newly created dataset with the multiplied observations immediately after the procedure is executed. Below, there is an option to remove weight variables, which will remove the weighting variables, original and rounded, from the new dataset. I will leave this option unchecked to retain the weighting variables. The last option, Rounding Mode, defines how to handle non-integer weights. The choice of mode will determine the number of observations created in the dataset in the case of non-integer weights. Cases with negative weights will be ignored. The procedure offers three rounding modes. Mathematical. Non-integer weights greater than or equal to 0.5 will be rounded to the nearest higher integer. Up. Weights will be rounded up to the nearest integer greater than the weight value. Down. Weights will be rounded down to the nearest integer less than the weight value. For this example, I will leave the mathematical mode selected and click OK to execute the procedure. After a moment, the dataset with the multiplied observations will open, and the file will be saved in the previously specified folder. As we can see, in the new dataset, the appropriate number of observations have been added based on the specified weighting variable. The values in the weight variable determined how many times each observation appears in the new dataset.